This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button for up-to-date immigration news. And if you have an immigration problem, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Today I'm going to be talking about some disturbing comments from Cruella Braverman, which could restrict the amount of asylum seekers able to claim asylum and gain a right of appeal in the United Kingdom. It is therefore important that if you are thinking of claiming asylum and you're in the United Kingdom, that you make the claim as soon as possible. The law in any event provides penalties or adverse credibility findings against those who delay in claiming asylum, so there should be no excuse. If you need any help in claiming asylum, please do not hesitate to contact me and I'll do my best to assist you. If it's an asylum claim, you may also qualify for legal aid, which is another benefit. Now the background to this story is that the Home Secretary, Cruella, intends to resurrect what was called the safe list of countries, which are countries which are safe for people to live in, and on that basis they can refuse the asylum claims coming from those specific countries. What this means is that migrants or asylum seekers who are citizens of countries listed on what is called the safe list are largely not permitted to claim asylum, and or their asylum claims will be certified as unfounded. An unfounded claim means in practice that the person will be denied an in-country or possibly any right of appeal, which will leave them only with the option of going for what's called judicial review to challenge a decision. This is often inexpensive and very uncertain. Exceptions to the rule, and there are some exceptions, include if the applicant is able to provide contrasting evidence, also known basically if they can provide proof that they're not safe in their country, or evidence of a specific reason why the UK should accept or deal with their asylum claim. Now, what exactly is the UK's asylum safe list, how does it work, and what countries are included? I thought I would explain in this video in some detail what it is. The asylum safe list is a list of countries which the government deem or consider to be safe. This means that migrants cannot claim asylum if they are from one of these countries, and their claim will be rejected with no right of appeal. But there is an exception to the rule, namely that if asylum seekers can prove that there is a specific reason that they're at risk. This is enshrined in UK law under the Nationality, Immigration and Asylum Act 2002. A Home Office spokesperson, in respect of this particular issue, said in a statement, "We've been clear that we will continue to use every tool at our disposal to deter illegal migration, including those with no right to be in the United Kingdom to their home country. We return people who come to the United Kingdom illegally through a mixture of formal and information returns agreement with a number of countries, and we're always looking at ways to speed up removals and improve our returns process with other countries." Well, that's pretty much a load of rubbish in fact, given the asylum backlog, but that's what they say anyway. How is the system supposed to work? Well, migrants who travel by small boats will usually claim asylum on arrival in the United Kingdom, not surprising being washed up. They will then typically be transferred to a processing centre. We'll all recall what happened at Manston in Kent, to be processed. Asylum seekers who are defined as people who have applied for the right to seek shelter and protection in another country, they will then have an interview, and if their case is accepted, they can then apply for leave to remain in the United Kingdom. They'll go through the usual screening and substantive interview process. But if they come from a country on their safe list, their claim can be rejected. Citizens from some of the designated countries are supposed to have their cases expedited, so that means basically disposed of cursorily and then certified. But in reality, we all know that the asylum system is under immense strain. There's about 140,000 cases in outstanding applications, and just 4% of the claims from 2021 have been processed. A stunning failure, if nothing else. This has recently led, obviously, to the overcrowding in Manston, which was a subject of the news. Turning now to the countries which are on the safe list. Now, one of the key ones that will be of importance to a number of my clients is the Republic of Albania, Jamaica, Macedonia, Moldova, a bit odd given its position, Bolivia, Brazil, Ecuador, South Africa, probably not much help to people that are victims of endemic crime that's there, India, notwithstanding the rampant corruption that one sees in the reports, Mongolia, Ghana, in respect of men, Nigeria, again in respect of men. I think they accept there are risks to women in that regard. Bosnia-Herzegovina, Gambia, again men. Kenya, men. Liberia, men. Malawi, men. Mali, men. And I think they make the distinction because the things such as female genital mutilation, etc. Mauritius is also on the list. Montenegro, Peru, Serbia, Sierra Leone, Kosovo, which is again important, and South Korea. Not that I had any claims recently from South Korea. States which are members of the European Union are also deemed safe by the government, which will come as no surprise at all. When did the government decide this list? Well, the first list of countries where it was decided that asylum applicants would have no right of appeal if their claim was refused was announced way back on the 7th of October 2002 and consisted of the 10 EU accession countries. That's not particularly surprising. I don't need to go through them. The second list was announced on the 6th of February 2003 and included Albania, Bulgaria, Macedonia, Moldova, Romania, Serbia and Montenegro. It was then extended on the 17th of June 2003 to include countries such as Brazil, Ecuador, Bolivia, South Africa, Ukraine. Strange one to put that one on the list at the moment, or keep it there, which is probably why it's not. Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Surprising Sri Lanka's on there given what's happened in Sri Lanka. Recently a country included on the safe list which has gained more attention is Albania, which is a country that's accounted for the largest number of small boats crossings. According to the provisional government figures, Albanians have made up 12,000 people of the 43,000 or so people who arrived in the UK. A Home Office spokesman said, and you can take this with a pinch of salt, "We value our Albanian community in the United Kingdom and continue to welcome Albanians who travel to the UK legally and contribute to British society. However, this year we are seeing a large number of Albanians risking their lives, making dangerous and unnecessary journeys to the UK through illegal means, and this is placing further strain on our asylum system." Well, it's basically targeting Albanians, much to the pleasure of Nigel Farage and the other right-wing swivel-eyed lunatics, but it ignores the fact that the majority of Albanian asylum claims, as far as the Home Office's own records show, are actually successful. So it's perhaps a bit unfair to demonise Albanians in this regard. By taking this measure, by seeking to sort of resurrect and dig up, as it were, zombie-like from the grave, the safe list, it's clear that the Home Office is trying to avoid having to deal with asylum claims, perhaps due to its abject failure to deal with them and the huge backlog. But it does mean that if you are going to claim asylum, if you're in the country, in the United Kingdom at the present, and you have an asylum claim, do make it as quickly as possible. It is a very difficult situation, as despite the government trumpeting on about safe and legal routes to the United Kingdom for asylum seekers, that's limited to about 2 or 3 schemes, and doesn't cover, as one Tory MP said, the 16-year-old orphan child in Africa who has no lawful way of getting to the United Kingdom. Let's just hope he doesn't come from Malawi or one of the other countries on the list. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video regarding what is quite disturbing news, but it clearly is government policy. If you have any questions, do get in touch with me. Please stay safe, and please subscribe to my channel, as I've mentioned. Thank you again for watching. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.